Good morning to everybody. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Hello to everybody. We are live from the studio today. As you know, we're home today. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Good morning. Join in. God bless everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice. God bless every single one of you. Hope that you're hearing me well. Hopefully you guys can just tell me, a manager or moderator can tell me if the voice is good. I didn't do a test run. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. But I did not do a test run with the audio, so I will be waiting. If you guys hear me well, that will be great. If you guys tell me, hey, you know what? You sound okay, Blue. Don't worry about it. So that's good. How's everybody doing? Good morning to everybody. God bless everybody. God bless my country of Mexico, my city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. Let's thank God thank God it's Friday, man. Let's thank God that we had two hands, two arms, two legs, a heart that we can feel, and a mind that we can think, and eyes that we can see, man. Thank God. Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ, for every day, for giving us hope that everything is going to be okay. God bless everybody. My partner, Conservative Anthony, be sure to be watching him as he is live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I wanted to go, but my God, the flights are really expensive. They're really expensive, man. It's not cheap to go right now to Tulsa, but he will be doing, alongside with Will Johnson and also with our colleague from America's Voice, Ben Berquam, they're going to be doing coverage of the Trump rally today. Hate it or love it, man. To all the liberals and Democrats, Trump rallies are back. Hate it or love it. Whether you hate it or whether you love it, the Trump rallies are back. How's everybody doing? Good morning to everybody. My God, man, we got a topic today that, let me just get this cable off my chest, man. What the hell is wrong with this cable? What are you doing? You're all over the place. Let me get this cable off. How's everybody doing? Good morning to everybody. We got a topic for today for you guys. John Bolton. And also, we got, supposedly, this is what the left in Mexico, is saying of the percentage on how the election and how the preferral to the election for president are going, and how the percentage of advantage for each candidate is of approval on each state is going. So I got for you guys right now, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 states that they have said where Joe Biden, apparently, he is leading, the approval of people. That's crazy. But, let's get later into that. I want to get into right now this John Bolton character. Because apparently, right now that everything, my God, people, can it be more obvious? On how much they want to destroy the president of the United States? Could it be more obvious? On election year, all of a sudden, John Bolton comes back again. all of a sudden, from nowhere, John Bolton comes back all the way again. And John Bolton continues to be relevant in, in every part of media. Now the New York Times has started to take John Bolton's statements serious now. And they are a particular one that they're talking about is the one that he said about China. And all the statements that John Bolton has continuously talked about, John Bolton, continually talk about, there's this word that supposedly President Trump used in one of the statements that he said that will be cool. We already know, it doesn't even matter. President Trump has said that John Bolton is a character from science fiction. And really, I've been reading all the 8 topics that John Bolton is talking about President Trump. And I will tell you something, people. It really sounds like a crazy guy. It really sounds like a crazy guy. And let me put a video right now on this John Bolton character. Let me put a video. I will kick myself out of the... That's what we're getting right now. So we don't got no sound. I'm sorry about that. We got in some technical difficulties. It's been a while since I used this program. So this is what they're saying. Apparently, this is what they're saying. They're saying that the Supreme Court has said that they're going to block this book from coming out. And it is because supposedly, man, I'm getting censored like you don't even imagine. Supposedly, they are blocking this book because it's too much information. It's classified. Whew, my God, classified. So they're blocking this book because it's so classified that all the information that John Bolton, coffee, all that information that John Bolton has provided is so important. My God, it's so important. And have you guys seen every point of relevancy from John Bolton? Have you guys put attention to what John Bolton has been saying? Let me just put you guys what supposedly John Bolton is saying. So this is point number 1. This is point number 1, supposedly. And at this one, you see that John Bolton, this is what John Bolton has said. And this are the 8 topics that are really important for everybody to know. Number 1, said Trump pleaded with China to help with the 2020 election. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. If you ever thought, how in the hell are you going to think? Let me just find the logic. So you're trying to get a new trade, a new international trade better for the United States because China has taken advantage of the United States in comparison to making money. The United States was making 1 billion and China was making 5 billion, 500 billion, I think 100 billion, and China was making a 500 billion, something like that. Crazy money. And now you get this. You get this that says, according to the excerpt of Bolton's book published by Wall Street Journal, Trump asked China to use its economic power to help him win a second election. In one instance, Trump and President Xi Jinping were discussing hostility to China in the U.S. Trump then stunningly turned into the conversation to the coming U.S. presidential election, alluding to China economic capability and pleading with Xi to ensure he will win. Bolton writes. He stressed the importance of farmers and increased Chinese purchases on soybeans and wheat to electoral outcome. I will print Trump's exact words, but the government's pre-publication reviews process has decided otherwise. That is crazy. You're talking about that Trump is doing whatever it takes to fight communist China. And this guy, John Bolton, that is right now relevant, people, again, he's saying that Trump asked China for help for his new election. Crazy. Now, let's go to point number 2. I don't know. It keeps flipping. I'm going to 6, 5, 7, 2. Right here. Point number 2. It says Trump suggested he was open to serving more than 2 terms. In another eye-opening exchange published in the Wall Street Journal, Trump also seems to support Xi's idea of eliminating presidential term limits. Xi said he wanted to work with Trump for 6 more years, and Trump replied that people were saying that the 2-term constitutional limit on presidents should be repealed for him. Bolton writes, Xi said the U.S. had too many elections because he didn't want to switch away from Trump, who nodded approvingly. So, let me get this straight. So now this Bolton guy is accusing of Trump of being kind of like a dictator, on converting Trump into a so-called, dictatorship. And why this persistency with China? You know why? You guys know what has been going on with China. And now that they don't have no answer, that everything is settled and done, that China has been the one that created this virus to attack the economy of the world and the United States also, now they're trying to flip it again to make everybody think that Trump was all over the place with China. It's like exactly with the Russian collusion. Exactly the same thing. Let's look at number 3. You guys already seen this, I think so. But let's look at Trump. Number 3. Trump offered favors to authoritarian leaders. Bolton's book reportedly details cases where Trump tried to kill criminal investigations as favors to authoritarian leaders. One incident published in the Washington Post includes a 2018 discussion with the Turkish president, Recep Erdogan. Bolton says Erdogan gave Trump a memo claiming that a Turkish firm under investigation in the U.S. was innocent. Trump then told Erdogan he will take care of things, explaining that the Southern District prosecutors were not his people, but were Obama people, a problem that will be fixed when they were replaced as with their own people. This guy. This Bolton guy. And I laugh at the statements of Trump. Not laughing at him, laughing at what he says. That he says, oh, this guy John Bolton is a science fiction guy. Science fiction guy. And I'm just reading all the 8 points. I'm reading You guys seeing John Bolton all over the place, but I'm bringing him back because he's being right now viral with the New York Times, John Bolton. So I'm reading every single point. Number 4, let's see right here. Trump praised shy. Trump praise. Oh my God. Shy for China's internment camps. According to Bolton, Trump was also proven when Xi defends China internment of Uyghur Muslims in detention camps. Oh my God. According to our interpreter, Bolton writes Trump said to Xi he should go ahead with building the camps, which Trump thought was exactly the right thing to do. According to the leaked Communist Party documents unpublished in November, at least 1 million Uyghur Muslims are detained in camps. Oh my God. This guy. Oh no. And we're talking about it is exactly the same thing as kids in cages. The other day. All right. The other day. And this is why I don't like to argue with the left. And, leftist Hispanics. I'm a Mexican. And I know what is happening over here. And there's another guy that was saying, you defend so much Trump that you don't talk about what is going on with the kids in cages and the separation of families. Hold on a minute, dumbass. I'm sorry, but hold on a minute, dumbass. The kids in cages started not only with Obama, but it started with Clinton's. And it declared openly with Obama. That is where it started. The separation of families started with Obama. Now, it was worse before with Obama. And I will tell you why. There was a lot of trafficking of children, which all these trafficking of children were trafficked by parents that they were not their parents to ask for asylum. Sounds familiar what is happening nowadays with these new caravans? It kind of sounds familiar, but in the Obama era, what was going on? In the Obama era, what they were doing was that they were getting those kids, and there was a program that they were not returning them back home safely. They were just returning them back. So that's why they were keeping them in cages. Now, with Trump, what is going on with Trump? More than 4,800 fake families were detected on 2019 to 2020. And all those children that are kept in detention centers, not cages, they are separated from the people that they try to traffic them. The majority. They're not their parents. What the hell you're talking about separation of kids? If they're not their parents, where are they supposed to keep them? In the Trump administration, what they're doing is they're analyzing the situation with each child. Now, they're talking about separation of kids. The majority of them, have you checked the stats? The majority of them are from 10 to 16 to 17 years of age. Now, for everybody to understand the kids in cages stuff, this is what's going on in South America. For nobody that has traveled to South America, we had traveled and we had gone to Guatemala. What's going on over there is that the parents, out of the necessity for economy, they lend the children to a fake family. Who goes over there and promotes fake families and promotes a way to cheat on the loophole? Leftists, activists, liberals, Democrats, who go over there and say, don't worry about it, Jose. You and Maria can get married. And hey, over there, Sonia, can I borrow your child so I can take it over there to the States and make it a fake family? So when they get stopped at the border, they start crying, that's my son. No, Jose and Maria. That is not your son. That's why the United Nations and human rights did not want it to do DNA testing in the United States with children because that was violating their rights. But why they were not doing DNA testing in Mexico? Because AMLO is working with the United Nations together. So they're like saying, no, there's violating the rights, human rights, don't do DNA testing. So all this fake families start coming. All of these fake families. And when they get stopped at the border, hey, that's not your dad. No, that's not my dad. I'm with my uncle. What the hell are you doing with this son? What the hell are you doing with this kid, man? Oh no, I just said that he was my son because we are running away from fear. So you traffic the child, saying that is your son because you're running away from fear? The trauma of this kid going through certain cities in Mexico where there's cartel, where there's child abduction, where there's child trafficking, where there's rape, where there's violence and delinquents, that doesn't count. This goes to all that they're saying about Trump in cages with kids. Hell no. Hell no. I have seen it. I have seen it. And they are separating. If they are separating, it's because they're not their parents. And because they're trafficking them falsely through the border to get the asylum. I have seen it. I have proof. There's organizations, nonprofit organizations, that they are working to make fake marriages and fake families to cross children to the States. I have seen it. I have documented that. You can go in my videos and check. Now, what the Trump administration is doing is that they're analyzing every situation in terms with the child, which they were not doing in Obama. What they're doing is that, why is this child trafficked? Let's find the parent. Let's return him home. Let's keep him over here because we cannot find a parent or a family member that we can return it to. So with the Obama administration, they were returning then to the coyote again, to violence, to insecurity, to no parent. But with the Trump administration, if they're separating it and putting them on detention centers that they don't want. You have seen what Democrats want. They want to abolish the police. For God's sake. They want to abolish the police. They want to dismantle the police. What is next if Joe Biden wins? They're going to dismantle the Border Patrol. Goodbye, ICE. That's it, ICE. And United States Customs, you're done. Because they're going to be inside the globalist compact of immigration. So that means no borders, no walls, no USA at all. So all that Trump has invested on walls and securing the country is going to disappear. It's going to completely disappear. Those are facts, buddy. You're talking about separation of families? My God. Those are facts. In the Obama administration, my God, they were keeping kids in cages. There's a lot of speculation about kids being used for the pedophilia. And there's also proof of that. And you're talking about Trump separating families? Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. You bum rush the border of Mexico with caravan of millions of migrants. And all the migrants, they're good. All of them, they're perfectly good. Everybody coming with their documentation, like the United Nations Pact of Immigration says that you got to come in legally, documented, and with a purpose. Everybody's coming with their documents. You got to be kidding me. You have seen that. And all of this, more than 32,000 children have been trafficked in caravans since they started in 2015. In Mexico, when we had 15,000 people from Haiti in Tijuana. Facts. Those are facts. Check them. Check the numbers. For everybody who wants to talk about separation of families, all these people, man, I wish that I could talk to all these Alexandrias, all these Rashidas. Rashida didn't want to answer me when she came over here. When she came over here to Tijuana, she avoided my question that I said, what is your answer to the more than 34,000, 32,000 kids that they have been trafficked in the caravans? What are you going to say about that? Because you're talking about a wall. Rashida Tlaib was yelling at the wall, this wall is full of hate. This wall is full of hate. And this president is full of hate. And it's separating families. And he's deporting homeless veterans. And he's deporting veterans from the United States. The deportation of veterans started with Obama. You're talking about all these veterans that unfortunately they were deported. They were deported by a Democrat president. And you're blaming it now on President Trump? You gotta be kidding me with this stuff. I don't understand. I don't understand. Really. I don't get it. And now you get all these congresswomen that they're coming over here and you want to talk about separation of families and all this stuff. And you ask them questions. They're like, oh no, I'm so sensitive right now. This is so sensitive. It's the sensitivity. Get the hell out of here. That does not work in Mexico. Your arguments of you're in my space. I'm so sensitive. Don't get in my space. It's too much. You're harassing me. You're stalking me. Oh my God, you're all over my aura. Get the hell out of here with that. That does not work over here. Stats, numbers, don't lie. More than 32 to 34,000 kids have been trafficked in the Caribbean. In the Caribbean. And we're talking about separation of families? Get the hell. Look at the numbers on how many kids that have been trafficked in the Caribbean. And you want to talk about separation of families when Obama was the president that deported more Mexicans in history, that he separated more families in history? Get the hell out of here with that argument, man. It's amazing, people. It's amazing. It's amazing how all of this, you show them numbers. I have seen it. For people that are asking, I have seen it. I lived over here. I seen how organizations, nonprofit of lawyers, that they're working without a permit, violating our Constitution of Mexico. Lawyers from the United States working in Mexico. Foreigners helping foreigners in a foreign country without a permit. Wow. Whew. Wow. Foreigners helping foreigners in a foreign country and violating, on top of it, the Constitution. Talk about separation of families. Get the hell out of here, man. Get the hell out of here. You seem very angry. Please see a doctor and take anger management classes and take your medication. I would like to say hi to Elizabeth Richards. No, this is the way I talk, Elizabeth, and this is the way I do my shows. I'm not an anger guy. I don't have anger management. I don't need to go to anger management, and I don't have an anger problem. This is the way I talk. This is the way I express myself, and this is the way I've been doing my program since I started. This is the way I am. So I'm sorry. I suggest if you want to keep joining the feed, and be in our program, come and know me. If not, just, I don't know, go see somewhere that is more soft and more considerate and more, more sensitive with the heart. Let's go to number 5 of what this John Bolton guy is saying right here. That's 3. We're going to 5. That's 2, 7. This is 5. Trump attended Saudi Arabia to distract from story about Ivanka. This is another one that is so stupid. Let's go to number 6. Trump tops. Staff mock him behind his back. Wow. You cannot even understand what he's saying. And let's go to number 7. These are all the things that John Bolton is saying right now about Trump thought Finland was part of Russia. This is science fiction. Bolton book reportedly details some giant holes in Trump's knowledge. Oh my God, man. You're talking about a guy that has the best economy in the world. The best economy in the world. You talked about a guy that has the less unemployment before the pandemic, and before all of the things that they have been doing to this man. And before that, the best unemployment numbers in terms of minorities. The best. And you got a guy that is saying that Trump didn't seem to know basic knowledge about the UK. Do you know how important is this man? How intelligent this man when it comes to money? This is absolutely, the last one is the one that they're saying, that's the one that is coming about right now. Supposedly. Let me see if this one's another topic that I will do in Spanish. So I'm sorry for the sounds right there. I'm getting notifications. And now right here. This is the one that is going viral right now. Trump thought that it will be cool to invade Venezuela. According to the Washington Post, Bolton claims Trump said invading Venezuela will be cool. And the country was really part of the United States. Wow. Look at this dumbass, man. I would like to say to John Bolton, can I say something to John Bolton? Audience, can I say something to John Bolton? Coffee. Can I say something to John Bolton? John Bolton, I would like to say to you, all the way from Mexico, from Tijuana, Mexico, all the way from over here, I would like to say to you with the kind words that you deserve, with all your sensitivity and giving you your space. I would like to say to you that if it was, let me pick up this book. I'm reading this book about Octavio Paz. Octavio Paz is a writer. It's a poetic writer. Octavio Paz is one of my favorite writers. It is called The Road of Emptiness. So I would like to say to you, John Bolton, and there was a dictionary right here. And I will open and look for the word dumbass. It will be your picture right there. So if I open the dictionary and I look for the word dumbass, John Bolton will come up. His face. Like he's smelling a fart. That's John Bolton. My God, how stupid. And now I get Trump why he says that all the statements from John Bolton looks like science fiction. He says, according to the Washington Post, Bolton claims that Trump said invading Venezuela will be cool. And that the country was really part of the United States. Wow. You're talking about Venezuela, the country that is allied with Iran, with China, and with Russia. Those are their allies. So invading Venezuela, supposedly Trump said that it was cool. You're talking about Venezuela, a country that is the base in the fundamentals of the Foro Sao Paulo, socialism. To the finest extent, socialism. Back in the day when Venezuela was a capitalist country, it was the second most richest country in, not only in the continent, but it was in the top 5 for more of the richest countries in the world. their economy was this close to be better than the United States before socialism. And you're talking about now that Nicolás Maduro, Hugo Chavez, then Nicolás Maduro, Nicolás Maduro has transformed the country into a socialist country. You see people eating out of cans, eating out of trash cans, eating out of the floor. And that statements have been released by the Venezuela government that Trump has helped Venezuela with water, food, and clothing. And after that, you get Nicolás Maduro, the leader dictator from Venezuela, that he is working with the FARC, F-A-R-C, the biggest cartel of cocaine in the world, moving metric tons of cocaine through South America, Central America, the whole continent of America, Asia, and Europe. And you are telling me that after all of that, that all the cocaine that is getting infested in the United States, in our continent, it comes from the Bolivian and from the Colombian cartels, that they fly them from Ecuador all the way to Central America. And over here, you got a cartel that is called the Cartel of Sinaloa that catches those drugs in the border of Guatemala. You have seen how AMLO has agreements with the Cartel of Sinaloa, our president of Mexico. We have seen that AMLO is friends with Nicolás Maduro. They're besties. And therefore the same ideology and same agenda for Sao Pablo. And you're telling me that after all of this and the creation of weapons and how Venezuela has been getting weapons from Russia since 2006, and now in 2013, I did a video showing you how many weapons they've been getting. Look at this racist comment. I will read this racist comment because these are Democrats and they're saying that Republicans are racist, but I will just read it. And I did a promise to my moderator that I will not get into arguments, but I will just read it to you. Look at this. Look how racist this comment is. And these are racist comments coming from Democrats and coming from liberals. These are not Republicans. I will tell you that. These are not Republicans. These are comments from Democrats and liberals. So I want to give yourself a welcome. Alberta Brandenburg. Look at this. Your land is Mexico. Yes, my land is Mexico. So go back to your country. I'm in my country. I don't know which country you want me to go back. And shut up. And then she says, where is your Indian name, asshole? Wow. Wow. These are Democrat liberals. That they start hearing the truth about what is happening. They're like, no. Trump is racist. Trump. I hate Trump. Hillary. Abortion. Killing the babies are 9 months old. Killing the babies are 9 months in the woman's womb. Killing the babies. Everybody has a right. It's my body, it's my right. Chas, chop. Hey. Activists, anarchists, Antifa. Bam. Everybody together. Let's destroy America. Dismantle the police. Everything. Let's go, Ilham. Let's go, Rashida. What do you know about it? You hate. That's all. That's them. Right there. And they're talking about that Republicans are racist. I'm not a Republican. For everybody that is watching, I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat. I have said so many times that I support the president of the United States, whether you like it or not. If you don't like it, get the hell out and go to CNN or go to those people that they're always criticizing, and they're just getting their own narrative. Because I'm not from two parties. I'm saying the way it is. And if a Republican messes up, I will say. But you're talking about right here, John Bolton says Trump thought it will be cool to invade Venezuela. Oh, Alberto was talking to Jesus, not you. Oh, I always commit the same mistake. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm always making the same mistake. I'm so sorry. That's why you tell me don't put attention to comments, and I always do. I'm trying to get better, manager. I'm trying to get better. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get better. I'm working on it. So, according to the Washington Post, Bolton claims Trump said invading Venezuela will be cool, that the country was really part of the United States. What do you guys think of that? Man, it's hot in here. What do you guys think of that? That's crazy. That is crazy. That's absolutely nuts. If you're saying that, that's absolutely nuts. All the things that they're happening right now in terms to Venezuela has to do a lot with oil, has to do a lot with cocaine that they're trafficking metric tons through Venezuela, through Colombia. It's a business, and it's trying to get stopped, and it's being stopped now by the United States government. It's trying to stop. And it is just amazing. It is just amazing what these statements from John Bolton. It's just crazy, people. And I want to ask you guys something. Have you guys seen, and I wanted to bring this topic. Sorry, Miss Alberta. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I confused myself with comments. I promised my manager I won't pay attention to comments, negative comments, so I won't do it. I did that, we talked about it yesterday, and I'm not doing it. I'm trying to do my best over here. So I apologize. If I really don't, I watch the comment going and I just like take it for myself. So it shouldn't be like that. So I apologize. So you guys know how the preference right now, what the left in your country of the United States, what the left in your country is in the United States is saying about preference right now in percentage in terms of which states are preferring a certain candidate or a certain person for president. So Arizona says right now, Arizona says that Joe Biden is up by 1%. Arizona, it's up by 1%. That Joe Biden is up by 1%. Arizona, Joe Biden is up by 1%. That's what they're saying in Arizona. Florida, they're saying that Joe Biden is up by 7 points. Joe Biden is up by 7 points in Florida, liberal Florida. Joe Biden up by 7 points. Michigan, it's up. Joe Biden is up by 2%. Joe Biden is up by 2%. 2%. Joe Biden, supposedly, is up. The preference. That's what they're saying, the preference. The public is preferring right now Joe Biden, so Joe Biden is up by 2%. In Michigan, North Carolina, Joe Biden, supposedly, according to the left, is up by 2%. Joe Biden, supposedly, is up by 2%. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. Now, in Pennsylvania, Joe Biden is up by 1%. That's what they're saying. And lastly, In Wisconsin, Joe Biden is up by 4%. Now, these are statements. There are 6 states, apparently. These are statements from the left. The left is going to say miracles about Joe Biden. Do you guys saw the interview yesterday of Donald Trump with Trump Jr.? You guys saw that? I think that it was a great interview. Man, I was so jealous at a point. I was so jealous at a point that I can say, man, I that will be an honor for me to interview that man. But not like that. It will be much of an honor to have a father like, my God, like this man. And the questions, I believe that it was a great interview. Great interview. He seemed so prepared. He seemed so prepared. Trump Jr. seemed so prepared for this interview. So professional also. And he asked really specific questions. And one of the questions that he asked was, what do you think about your opponent? Kind of like that. It threw the question. And Donald Trump said, I think that he is not, not to say healthy, but he's not fit anymore to run by election. He's not fit. He cannot handle the race. And he's not going to be able to handle the race. And everybody has seen how that is a reality. And another topic that he said, another question that he asked is, how have you managed yourself with all of these attacks? Russian collusion, impeachment, pandemic, and now, everything that is happening with riots and looting. How have you managed to keep the country like that? And he said, now I'm trying to do the best that I can. Imagine if they left me alone. Now, we know, people, these are numbers that they just came. And we know that after the pandemic, the economy, one of the strategies from the left and the liberals and the globalists is to destroy Trump's economy. Because Trump's economy really is the best probably in history of the United States. The best. I'm just saying. That's numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Go and see the numbers. And a lot of people, Trump even said, a lot of people from Bernie Sanders are supporting me because they know that Bernie Sanders and I agree with trade deals. And Bernie Sanders says, even Bernie Sanders said that the United States has been, in a way, taking advantage of trades. And now, after the pandemic, these numbers come, and it's amazing how they want to deteriorate. The only thing that Trump has been great in his country. One of the only things that Trump has, one of the priorities that Trump has been great, and that is the economy. And right now, people, supposedly, you got 1.2 million people that they are filing from this month for unemployment. That's a lot. And they're speculating that by the end of the year, there's going to be more than 20 million people without unemployment. With unemployment. More than 20 million people. That's a lot. But how are they getting these stats? By people asking for unemployment. But this is the most important thing. How it got to this point. How it got to this point. If it really is a number, if it is really a number that we need to check out. If it is really a number that we need to check at, how did it got to this point? It is only a word, people. It's called pandemic. And it's called international trade. China has done this. I did the show that I did yesterday on my car. China is the troublemaker of the world right now. It's blaming everything on Norway right now with the new virus that is going over there. And also they came out and they say, oh, no, it's not Norway's fault. It's somebody else's. Whatever. You already put the name of Norway out there. So now the Sinfandi, the flea market Sinfandi in Peking, the new virus, well, it's the same virus, but it's coming more stronger, the coronavirus in Sinfandi. Right now, they're blaming it on Norway. And now not only China having problems with Norway, they're having problems with Italy, they're having problems with Spain. China's having problems with India. The day in the Himalayas, there was a kind of a confrontation where a lot of Indian soldiers had lost their lives and only one soldier from China lost their life. China having a big confrontation with the United States. China is all over the place. But the most important thing that China did this year, without a weapon, without a bullet, without a laser, without a whatever, they planted a virus and they affected the economy, not only in the United States, but worldwide. And that is how communist people work. Remember what I told you, people. One of the most important things about strategies and one of the most important things about socialists, how they work, is creating chaos. That is crazy how everything is happening. God bless everybody that is watching. Thank you so much for joining this live feed. Join me later on this afternoon as I am going to talk about in YouTube. I will be premiering a video in YouTube later on this afternoon. I will be talking about COVID, and I will be talking about DACA. I will be talking about DACA later on in YouTube. Also in Spanish, I will be talking about COVID, and then I will be talking about DACA, also in Spanish. Immediately as I finish this video, I will go live in Spanish to bring what I didn't to bring the news of yesterday and today. But later on this afternoon at YouTube, I will be premiering a video that is we will be talking about COVID, the vaccines. Don't miss it. Vaccines that they on the University of Oxford, they have just released, that they possibly have the vaccine. They're ready. Europe is ready to vaccinize the whole continent. Europe is ready to vaccinize the whole continent. And also we're going to talk about DACA. So, there's a lot of people, and it's crazy how I'm just gonna be, a little bit on this subject of DACA. It's so amazing that you go to every mainstream media page or social media page, and all of these kids that they are in DACA, they're defending Trump. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's amazing. So we're going to talk about, DACA, and also we're going to talk about COVID later on this afternoon. God bless everybody that is watching. I will get into some comments. Just say hello to everybody. I want to say hello to Mary Sidner Yates. Also to Miss Karen Jones, and send you a big hug. Also to Kathy Hayard. Also to Rene Peña says, the left and the right are parts of the same whole system of oppression. You're right in the middle. Johnny Price says, nah, that was 44. Okay, she's talking about somebody else. Mary Sidner Yates says they don't want socialism. Tarina Slat says Dr. Shiva is telling about vaccines and what they're doing to people. He's running for Senate now. Look him up. Okay. Kenny Hayward says Dr. Pinto Gomez Fernando. He probably tagged somebody. Trace Pepper says, God bless you and peace says. God bless you also. Arteaga says, hola, DACA llegó para quedarse. All right. Everybody has entitled of their opinion. Michael Guerrero says, good morning, Oscar. Have a blessed day and God bless America. God bless you also. Anna Brawley says, love you. I love you too. God, thank you. Diana Fitfox says, love you, Oscar. You're the truth. Thank you so much, Diana. Thank you. God bless you also. So I want to say hi to everybody. God bless you all. Follow my partner, Conservative Anthony. And Lorena Ortiz, mucho amor para ti. Oscar loves you and smart Mexican man. Thank you so much, Lorena. Adriana Gutierrez, comments are coming. Adriana Gutierrez, thank you for spreading the truth in these troubling times. Adrian Gutierrez, and God bless you. No, God bless you, Adrian. Thank you so much. So, follow my partner, Conservative Anthony, today and also tomorrow, as he is going to be broadcasting in Tulsa alongside with Ben Berquam and Will Johnson. It's going to be a great rally. Great rally. Follow him also at his page on Facebook and YouTube. If you like this video, share my video also. And give it a like and follow my page. And also, if you like to, follow my YouTube channel, go to my YouTube channel. It's Oscar Blue and subscribe to my YouTube channel. God bless every single one of you. It was really nice talking to you guys today. Stay safe. And like we always say, peace and love, everybody, because always your country's first.